So does Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder
Exactly.
runs the whole second unit.
Yes, but let's look at their...
Yo, what's going on, guys? Back here with another video. We're going to be doing the NBA awards because what they just say about the NBA awards, you told me?
They're only using until the end of the first part of the season in March as what they're going to be judging for the awards. Which is interesting, but like it makes sense because they're only playing 8 more games. So it's like... And some of the players aren't playing, so it's like they got to just use what they have.
So exactly. So we went on The Ringer, and The Ringer had back in March, if the NBA season is over, their Coach of the Year, their pretty much every award. Yeah. And we just pulled up, they had like the top 3, and we pretty much agreed that like we'll just do that, and we'll go through here and give you our... If we agree with the top 3, but we'll tell you who should win the awards.
And ESPN also had their predictions officially came out yesterday.
So he has ESPN's on his phone.
The ESPN, they had a bunch of all their writers. They had like 20 writers pick who they thought was going to win. So they have multiple nominations from who all voted.
Yeah, and I'll throw those in the comments, in the description.
Yeah, because they knew the season was over already, obviously because the NBA announced it. So... Both of these lists are assuming with the same data that we have that all the season's over in March, and they're taking that. So, like, Zion Williamson will not be eligible to win Rookie of the Year because he only played, like, a month and a half.
That should be how it is.
Which, exactly. It's like Joel Embiid, his Rookie Year.
Yeah,
you can't win Rookie of the Year playing 30 games.
Exactly.
You're not going to.
Even though you're a beast.
Yeah. Joel Embiid was clearly the best rookie, and Zion is, again, I think, clearly the best rookie.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Coach of the Year. If you guys do like this, let me hear your opinions down below on it. If you want more content like this, subscribe and drop a like if you enjoy. So let's hop in. Coach of the Year. I think Nick Nurse won it last year, right?
Nick Nurse should win it again this year because he lost his best player, and they're still one of the best teams in the East. I think Nick Nurse did. He didn't win it last year. But he won.
What? I think
Mike Budenholzer won it last year.
Wait, he did?
Mike Budenholzer definitely won it last year.
All right, Nick Nurse wins it this year. That's donezo.
Nick Nurse is just he was the champion last year, and like he's gonna win it again.
So Mike Budenholzer won it last. Because I was about to say Nick Nurse won it last year. I was gonna say Mike Budenholzer should win it this year.
Mike Budenholzer won it last year for the Bucks. And I would say like they have the Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins is third. I think that Frank Vogel should probably be thrown on there, or maybe Billy Donovan for what he did with the Thunder this year. I think Billy Donovan losing Westbrook and George and still putting together a playoff contender.
I didn't even think about Billy Donovan, but you're completely right.
Frank Vogel, obviously.
Frank Vogel or Taylor Jenkins is definitely I think they're tied for third because Frank Vogel obviously is it's his first season, but he had the best team. Like he's a really good team.
And he's also been a coach before for the Pacers.
Taylor Jenkins, his team came out of it did come out of nowhere. We just didn't think they were going to be a borderline playoff team. Yeah,
it's like we thought the Grizzlies were going to suck and be a lottery team. Though. Nick Nurse has to get it though because the Raptors lose their best player and they still manage to be the second seed in the East. So like he deserves it for sure.
Sixth Man of the Year: Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, George Hill, or Dante DiVincenzo.
I'm surprised that they don't have Lou Williams on there in some capacity, but I do think that
I think Dennis Schroeder.
I think Montrezl Harrell personally.
What? Look at search up their averages right now because think about this: Montrezl Harrell
averages 18.5 points a game. And
so does Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder runs the whole second unit.
Yes, but let's look at their
Montrezl Harrell.
Dennis Schroeder, he averages more stats, but he's way less efficient than Montrezl Harrell is.
Who's true shooting is better?
Probably Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl
Harrell is shooting.
Dennis Schroeder had a 19.89
He's shooting a career low
PR, and Montrezl Harrell has a 23.17.
A career low 58%, which is insane. That's his lowest for his career.
That's a field goal percentage.
I know.
Field goal doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm trying to find his true shooting because he doesn't shoot threes though.
That is true. But either way, I don't think that's. I guess I want to see what they say. Why?
I think Montrezl Harrell because like.
Really,
he doesn't have as high a usage rate on the bench team, considering he's not a point guard.
They don't mention anything right here on why it's Montrezl Harrell. I think.
I mean, he averages like 19 points and
7 boards rebounds
off the bench.
7
boards.
How many minutes?
27. His effective field goal percentage.
I guess. How many offensive rebounds are those rebounds?
It's like 2.5 or 3.
That's actually really good. That's
So
half
it's
of his
actually
rebounds. It's like
He
half of
has
his rebounds.
23
Okay.
PER.
I think Montrezl Harrell, again, I think he should be the sixth man of the year.
like-
But Dennis Schroeder, how many steals has he had?
Dennis Schroeder is good. He's very good. How many
He has
steals
like
did he have?
how many points did he have?
He had less than a steal, but he had 19 points. He just shot a lower percentage and has a lower like effective field goal percentage
Yeah.
because Montrezl Harrell's.
I mean, obviously Montrezl Harrell plays inside.
He doesn't shoot threes either. But like Montrezl Harrell is more efficient, better defensively. So like as much as Dennis Schroeder is a good player, and they're both very good, and I think they're clearly the top two, but like Montrezl Harrell, like the Clippers bench is the reason why they like, especially with this restart, they should be one of the favorites from the title because they have such a deep bench. They have such a deep bench though, and they're healthy now. They don't have to worry about injuries. That's why I think
They do have a really deep bench. Okay, so Montrezl Harrell,
Yeah.
congrats, you won the sixth man of the year. Most improved.
This is stupid. Luka will not be the most improved player. Luka will not be.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah,
It's either going to be
won't.
Bam Adebayo, Brandon Ingram, or Devontae Graham. And Jason Tatum won't be on there either.
I literally
think
had
it's-
somebody in my head.
I'd say Devontae Graham, Bam Adebayo, or Brandon Ingram. And if I had to choose one,
Who? I literally just had somebody in my head. Devontae Graham should replace Luka Doncic,
but he isn't going to win.
I had
think
somebody
he does.
in my head. I lost
think,
it.
Yeah.
I lost it when you said that.
What team?
I don't even know who else has had a random jump out season. When I saw Brandon Ingram,
Pascal Siakam, but he had one
No,
last year, and
no, it
he did
wasn't-
eat another jump.
it wasn't
no one wins
Pascal
it back-to-back
Siakam.
years.
It wasn't Luka Doncic. I'm trying to think of somebody else who had a really good year.
I'm gonna look on the ESPN.
I literally have their name
Don't
on
worry.
my head.
I'm looking at
and it's
the-
like
I'm
on the
gonna
tip of
look
my
up
tongue.
who
But
the
Devontae
ESPN
Graham,
have.
obviously, he came out of nowhere, out of the G League, and we go to KU. So
Yes.
we're right now in Lawrence, fucking Kansas.
So I think he deserves it, but do I think he's actually going to win?
No.
Probably not. I think
Brandon
it'll be,
Ingram's out. I think Jason Tatum is
I think it's
out.
gonna be Bam.
I'm trying to think of somebody. Kelly Oubre could be in there.
Yeah.
I'm literally trying to think. I had somebody. I don't know if he was.
I think it's gonna. I think it's
Who
gonna.
was on their list?
Well, they only had Bam, Brandon Ingram, and Devontae Graham and Jason Tatum. So it's like it's who we all. And like Jason Tatum, I don't think is gonna win it.
I was gonna throw
Because
out something
Jason
odd, but
Tatum
I can't remember. I'm
Jason
so mad
Tatum
now.
was taking over after the All-Star break, and then the season
Lonzo
got cut
Ball
short.
could even be in there.
That's true. That's
Lonzo
true.
Ball could be in this most improved.
But I think
it's gonna be Bam.
I think it's gonna be Bam. Like I want Devontae, and I think if anyone deserves it, it's a guy who wasn't even on the roster for most of the first season his rookie year to becoming their leading scorer and assister.
It went undrafted.
He was a second-round pick. He wasn't undrafted. He was picked
Basically undrafted.
he played on a two-way contract and played in the G League. Like he was not part of their plans. But then they lose Kemba in free agency, and they got to throw somebody in there, and it worked. So it's like he deserves it, and it'd be awesome to see him win it. But I just don't think he is.
All right, so Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, Bam's gonna win it. Congrats, Bam. All right, and then this is honestly one of the toughest ones.
I say Anthony Davis. I've been saying this all. Oh wait. No, let me take this back. Let me retrace. If Giannis does not win the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year goes to Giannis to make up for him.
But you think
not-
Giannis won't win two awards in the same?
Yeah.
I agree with that. They won't give Giannis the Defensive Player of the Year and the MVP. They won't.
Exactly.
Like Giannis probably deserves it, but like Anthony Davis also has a case, and like if he doesn't win the MVP, if Giannis wins it, which I think we probably will. So Anthony Davis will probably win Defensive Player of the
We'll
Year.
probably win it, unless like how I said.
Unless Giannis doesn't win it.
Yeah.
It's like he's.
Then you're
gonna
gonna give the Defensive Player of the Year to him to make up for him not winning the MVP.
Yes, but if he wins the MVP, they are not going to give him two awards. Like,
Exactly.
we're on the same page there. Anthony Davis will win it. I don't really see anybody else even really.
All right, so we
being
agreed with
involved
this
in that.
because they do not put Zion Williamson in here. He's not here. Just no.
He's great.
He's great. Yeah, he's probably the best player.
He
in
played
that class.
1.5 months.
And he's probably gonna tear up. They're saying he's amazing right now in like the.
And he's probably going to be the
warm-up
best
training
rookie
camp thing
in the
they're doing
bubble.
for this bubble. Yeah,
He's lost weight.
he's lost weight, and he said they worked from his fundamentals, like they worked from the ground up.
So it's like he is going to be good, and you saw how good he was. But they will never. If Joel Embiid didn't win the Rookie of the Year, that Malcolm Brogdon won it when he averaged like 23 a game.
Mm-hmm.
He only played like 30 games. You cannot give the Rookie of the Year to someone who doesn't play that many games. Ja Morant has to win it. Besides Zion, he has clearly been the best rookie and probably the only other like star rookie I could say that I see out of this class besides Zion, at least from their rookie seasons.
Completely agree.
So, like, it's got to be Ja if it's not Zion.
So, it's just Ja unanimously. I think Brandon Clark's good. But
Ja's going to win it unanimously. It's like, he's the only guy who's really, like...
There's really no argument right there.
No,
Ja was just that good of a player. Zion Williamson had played a full season.
Maybe. But he didn't.
He didn't. It's Ja.
Yeah, it's Ja. This one, again,
You like James Harden.
No, I don't think he's going to win it, though.
Oh, I thought when we were talking about this
we were talking about it, and I said I like James Harden a lot, but they can't give it to him because he hasn't played as well recently. And the best player on the best team in the league almost always wins MVP. Giannis won it last year. James Harden won it the year before.
So you think LeBron?
No, I think Giannis because the Bucks have the best record in the league right now.
I think it's LeBron.
If the Lakers end up with the best record in the league, maybe, but they also have Anthony Davis, and the problem with having two MVP candidates from the same league on the same team is they both take away from each other. Giannis doesn't take away any of that notoriety. Like, voters who vote for LeBron could also think, holy shit, what if we're voting for LeBron? But like, there's also
they're gonna just do Giannis Antetokounmpo because they want him to be the face of the NBA, even though does he not want to be the face of the NBA?
He's going to be the face of the NBA. He is arguably the face of the NBA.
I thought he is, but like I thought he doesn't want it.
I don't know if he wants it, but he like.
I don't know why I covered my mouth.
He can't change it. He can't change it, and he knows that. And like, there's not many better players to be the face of the NBA than the Greek Freak himself. So it's like, or Luka. Like that's the next generation. It's like it's him and Luka, and it's like. Trae Young maybe, but I don't think he's quite on that level.
You don't think Trae Young? I think Trae Young's pretty nice.
I do.
I think he will come to himself. I think he will come.
But as of right now, Trae Young is putting up empty stats on a bad team. Luka led his team to the playoffs, and
I think Kristaps is going to come back.
I agree.
But isn't Kristaps like 24?
He's not old.
He's not old.
No, and he's been destroyed by injuries and traded, but
so,
like he will do well with
Giannis. You're saying it's Giannis just unquestionably?
Yeah, it's gotta be. Has to be.
I don't want it. I liked Giannis, and then Giannis became like otherworldly good, and everybody likes Giannis now. I think it's just because I don't like being a bandwagon. I like underdogs.
Exactly.
And like LeBron's always been kind of like he's not an underdog, but at the
LeBron
same time,
has been always bandwagony. You know this as well as I do. LeBron has always been bandwagony. Don't say that you like underdogs and say that you like LeBron a lot. He's bandwagony. So is Giannis, though. And that's the problem. That's why I hate the NBA, because everybody roots for the players, not the teams. It's like, just pick a fucking team and root for your team.
It's not Premier League soccer, buddy.
What?
Like fucking the NBA.
It's the NFL, they all root for a team. Every other sport but the NBA.
I guess.
It's every other sport you root for the team.
I guess.
Except for the NBA. It's the only sport, and it's accepted, and it's okay. But it shouldn't be. But like it is, just because the players are such marketable faces.
You see them all the fucking time.
They are just marketable.
You know how people were probably fucking Wizards fans, like when Jordan was there?
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Oh yeah, like you see people like.
Or when John Wall
People will say I traveled. The NBA is the only league in the world where people will travel thousands of miles from a foreign country just to see someone play once. It's the only league in the world that will ever happen. Like that Chinese kid who traveled to see Vince Carter when he was like old as shit because he never got to see him play. So there was his guy.
I got the gist of that story. You don't have to tell me like the kid's life story.
I don't remember his name.
It was like, a very simple story.
It's the only fucking league where that happens.
So we derive from the point.
Nick
Nurse as the coach of the year.
Easily.
Montrezl Harrell as Sixth Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Most improved was gonna go to
Bam. Bam's gonna win it, even though he shouldn't.
Defensive was gonna go to Anthony Davis.
Yep.
And then Rookie of the Year to Ja Morant.
Yep.
Finally followed with MVP going to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it just makes sense.
If you guys like this video, let me hear your opinion down below. Leave a like. Subscribe for more NBA content. I am ripped. Have a great day.